Well, hello there, boys and girls. It's me again, Don, with Adventures of the Broken Retired. Back with my old buddy Elmer, the Reckless Remote. This video is a whole bunch of still shots. Matter of fact, there's 73 pictures in total. Each one of them is going to have to be transitioned, and there's going to need to be sound over added. So it's going to take a little work to get it done, but I think when it's finished, you're going to enjoy it. Watch the pictures all the way through. It's a whole bunch of pictures of stuff that I built over the last 6 years or so. I don't know, 10 years maybe, something like that. It's not everything, but it's quite a few things. Some of the stuff actually looks pretty nice. I look at the pictures and say, man, I can't believe I did that. Anyway, so sit down, relax, get yourself a cup of coffee, whatever you want to drink, and check it out. I came up with a design. Went out in the shop, found some wood, cut them up, put them together. They look like this. Liked them. People liked them. So I went ahead and made a few more. They were selling as fast as I could make them. They were nice. Amy said she wanted a pop screen door that went from the kitchen into the garage, so I got her one. And I had to put something on it so people's hands wouldn't go through the screen. So I made that door push right there out of some old wood I found laying around in the garage. I think it's cool. That's a closer shot. It's just some old trim I ran through the planer and glued together. Of course, de-nailed it and all that as well, you know. Got to do that. So Amy's driving down the road one day and she sees something on the side of the road, picks it up, brings it over here, get it home, get to looking at it. It's a baby crib. It's a hand-carved baby crib, kind of folks arty type carving, but it was rotten. So she said, well, you're gonna have to make me something out of it. So I got all the pieces together that were any good, which is those ones you see, those hourglass looking things, and made them into a door push for the back door. That's what's on our screen door in the back right now. Well, believe it or not, that's a birdhouse. Might have been little overkill, maybe. Yeah, you think so? Yep, it's a birdhouse. Worked. Amy saw a picture and then came to me and said, I want a headboard made out of some doors. Okay. The insurance man at the church said, the wall on the balcony is too short. Somebody's going to fall over that. So I came up with this plan to save them. Let me know what you think. Personally, I think it came out great, especially if you want to consider that it's inside the rec building for the church. I think it went well. I'm pretty happy with it, I'll tell you what. This is what's left over from a customer's house that had pine beetles. Pine beetles had gotten in and eaten everything, and of all of it, this is all I could save. These are some little lamp tables that I made. One of them, in fact I think it's this one, is made out of that wood that was in the back of my truck just a minute ago. I always copy the design. I write down the design of everything I do, and once I made one, people saw them, and everybody wanted one, so I started whipping them out. See where the bug ate the side of that one? You see that? Where the insect ate the wood? I thought it was pretty cool. I kept that one. Yeah, I think they're pretty nice tables. What do you think? When I would build things for people, I would show them the wood that I was going to use. That's the legs, those two right there for legs. And then I'd take a bunch of pictures during the process of the build and keep them informed and send them to them. That's how the legs came out looking. People really liked that. They liked having that control and watching it as it went, you know, and I liked it. I decided to build some birdhouses. In fact, I ended up building a lot of them. Went digging around in the garage one day. Garage and shop is the same thing, by the way. And I found the wood to make this bench with. And I thought to myself, look, I have another piece right here. Huh. Well, so I decided building a bench was fun. I guess I'll go ahead and build some more. Now, 90% of these benches have no metal hardware at all, period. They're held together with strictly pegs and glue. And it works well. So Molly, my stepdaughter, said, I want a coffee table. Hey, here it is. Made out of scrap wood from a job. I think it came out looking great. That's brass and aluminum for the inlays. I like it. When our dog Karen was a puppy, she ate the carpet off the steps. So I had some old flooring, planed it, cut it, glued it together, made some new stair treads. What do you think? The original builder built these shutters out of interior grade wood, which deteriorated in no time. I used cypress, copied them, and made a lot of shutters that are still hanging. Amy said, I need a night table for next to my bed with drawers in it. Can you make me one? I said, sure, here you go. My friend George brought me this. Hey man, can you paint my old buckboard seat for me? I used to sit on that thing when I was a kid, driving horses into town and go get feed and all kind of things. When I first joined Red Stick Kiwanis, the podium they had was horrible. I fixed that problem. Hey, did I ever tell you that I made birdhouses? Made a few. Had a friend of mine that owned a store. He said, hey man, make some stuff and I'll come put it for sale. So I did. Made a bunch of stuff actually. And and put it in the store. He gave me a little corner for my stuff, you know. And it went pretty well. It fit the motif of the rest of the store. Everybody was happy with it. And it was really cool to walk into a store and see my stuff for sale. That same guy with the store said, I need a tabletop that'll fit these industrial legs I have. I said, all right. Went out, found some wood, glued it down to a piece of 3/4 inch furniture grade birch, started trimming the edges down to make it all nice and square and even on the edge, which I think it looks pretty good at the moment. Reclaimed cypress. Then we have the band on the outside. You can see the little ring around the outside of it there to dress the edge. And that right there, my friends, is the finished product. A tabletop he already had legs for. Gotta love it. A friend of mine called me up on the phone. Hey man, I gotta build a fence out at the camp. You ain't got no fence stuff over there, do you? I had just salvaged this stuff about a week before from a demo job. My daughter Rhonda said, Dad, I need a couch table. I had never heard of a couch table. I told her to explain to me exactly what you want, and I'll make exactly what you want. So she did. We wrote it down, we got together, and that's what I made for her. And she still got it, still loves it. It's a beautiful piece. I like it. Amy said, we need a new kitchen table. All right. Sat down and talked to her about exactly what she wanted. Painted things the color she wanted them painted with special kind of paint that cracks. Made a tabletop out of some heart pine that was well over 100 years old. Finished the top of it, got down with 600 grit paper, and really polished it up really well. And that happens to be the finished product, and that's the table that's in our kitchen right now. All right, boys and girls, that's some pictures of a bunch of stuff I made. And I thought just for the fun of it, I'd do this. This is what my shop or my garage looks like these days. I haven't worked out here in quite some time now. Got some extra table legs up there. There's a bunch of jigs on top of there. You can see everything's covered in dust from the machines. There's a chop saw that goes on that table. And then there's the wood rack on the ceiling to keep the wood out of the way, stuff hanging on the walls. There's the old flail mower that my dad used, was trying to cut the grass when we bought the house in 1965. And there's a bandsaw and a planer and a belt sander and a drill press and boxes I need to throw away stacked on top of my table saw. Pieces of scrap wood that I used to make all kind of stuff with. Some boards and a post salvaged from a job. Some beautiful, expensive, used cypress flooring. And more boxes I need to throw away. And just more stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really do appreciate you watching it. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for doing everything you do for me.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell so that you know when a new video comes out. And hope you enjoyed.